We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Green Bay Packers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Come on, set, 8, read.
Exit. Check 52.
Rock it. Hit it.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Robinson. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
A gain of 4 brings up second down. At their 49-yard line.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
80 weapons.
Switch.
Second and 1. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. McCaffrey. And an alley to run. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Down, 30 base.
What we got?
Second and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. looking to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Set 70, Indy.
Check 24, check 24. Check. Switch. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll go with the keeper. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Let's bring it.
Yeah.
That's me.
44, 48. Wahoo! Get it.
Now this time he'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield. Mission accomplished. Points on the board.
This will be taken about the 12. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring right now.
You got 58. Hey, take 26.
My 50.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, 88. Bravo.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Oh, nice move. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He'll look to throw. Slant route, caught by Edelman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go! Let's go!
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Watch that in. Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Five down. Stand up in. Hey, watch 28.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well.
Let's go.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
That's right, man. You gotta win it.
2nd and 2. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead grows to 10-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10.
Kelly, don't let Kelly.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Watch the safety cream. Get Mike.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers, man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Packers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
There we go.
Get 300. Get 300.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And it's a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
60 outlaw. Bring.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Had a bit of a lane there. Took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the Packers' 27-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Focus, defense, focus.
2nd and 3. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Hey.
Reset. Deuce. Check 37.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe. Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Let's get off the field, D.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Rodgers now on first down. And that's complete to Adams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Rodgers. And he's got the connection to the tight end Graham. Touchdown Packers. Jimmy Graham there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. this hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
What's the run? They're running it.
They'll throw now on the final play. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. And what everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 51-yard.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead will shrink to 6. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Space to maneuver at the 40. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll drop to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Hey, high 7, 5.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. The Sanders has got it complete. 17 yards the pickup there.
Complete to Emmanuel Sanders. A gain of 17 yards brings up 2nd down at their 49-yard line.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars! Keelan Cole, 42 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Over. Hey, we're not going. Check for it.
They'll run on first down. Williams. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
50. Hey, you find over here. You draw Horford.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down 6. At the 46-yard line.
On play action. Rodgers steps away. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Switch gears. Hey, alert 3.
General West.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This is caught by Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards, first down, Packers. On first down, Williams. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
30. Recon, 152 fighter. 26.
Second and 7 at the 9-yard line.
On second and 7. Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, first down Packers. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. The Packers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is third and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. And now another one thrown incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Hey, pick 26. Hey, we got Mike 50. Hey, Echo. Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
I got him. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
Hard.
Safety's creeping. Jack.
Now.
Check three. Check three.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Hey, lock it. Get it.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
91 is the mark. Danny.
Hey, Alpha.
They'll look to throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Adrian Amos with a pick. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers flushed it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Rodgers. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. A gain there of 30 big ones. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Mike 50.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
6-6, bullet hot. Jump out. 50.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell.
Brings up second and 5 at the 39-yard line.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Jaguars, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.